welcome. I saw so many of these! No!
Show me the minion feedback!
I don't want to go to England. I don't want to be British.
Whoa! Whoa! That was bad. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the sad guy.
We're doing Despicable Me. Whoa.
This is a bit of an interesting movie because they like defined a generation of people and the internet.
This is like the main culprit behind Facebook moms.
But also, like, who pitched this? And how did that go?
This is Illumination's first movie.
Right. So how did they even get greenlit for something this weird?
To be entirely fair to this movie, it's not necessarily a weird movie. It's the things in it that make it weird, like the minions.
Well, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like on it.
And don't forget to describe.
Let's get into this.
Steve Carell is the goat.
Jason Segel's that mountain.
Russell Brand is the pyramid. Hey, it's me!
The kid on the leash or this guy?
No, the kid.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the sunburnt man.
The sunburnt man was me in 2015.
How do they not have any folds under their arm is my question.
You see, that's all muscle.
If this was a silhouette, you couldn't tell it was a human.
Justin, you get back here right now!
Why is there scaffolding up to the pyramid like this?
Yeah, why is it like a 90-degree angle, too? He's just scaling a wall.
Aliens needed the scaffolding to repair the pyramids, as you know.
This doesn't even look like scaffolding. It looks like when you build with wood in Fortnite.
I refuse to have another Fortnite reference.
The Pyramids Battle Royale.
Outrage in Egypt tonight as it was discovered that the Great Pyramid of Giza had been stolen.
I love that it's straight up just MSNBC.
I never noticed that.
Is Despicable Me available on the Peacock network that I'm never gonna use?
This just means that Despicable Me actually happened. Gru is real.
You're just gonna take someone else's coffee order?
He left a tip at least.
That probably has like no sugar in it and like no coffee in it. It's probably just warm milk.
Go away, I'm not home.
That is my entire energy.
Me through the Ring doorbell when the Amazon guy shows up.
Wait, your Amazon people actually ring the doorbell?
My Amazon driver just stops at the bottom of my driveway and throws it up to my porch.
Ah, Dr. Nefario.
Some fella just stole a pyramid. They're saying he makes all other villains look lame.
The villains like flex by stealing famous monuments, not by like stealing money or anything. They're like, I'm gonna steal the pyramid or the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, exactly. They got to steal things of importance.
What are you gonna do, resell the pyramids on the black market? I don't think so.
The entire point of the villains in this movie is to just outcompete each other.
Is there like a villain Twitter where they make Twitter spaces about like what they stole and like how you can get into being a villain?
Yeah, it's called Twitter.
So here's the thing. Stairs.
No.
That is way over engineered.
Everything in this is over engineered. He has an army of yellow goblins.
He didn't make them though. He hired them.
Actually, they just kind of joined him.
They go to the most evil entity that currently exists, which raises a lot of questions.
What were the minions doing in the 1940s?
The minions have done some awful stuff.
Why are they laughing at that?
That's something we would do. Also, why is there a water cooler just in the middle of that walkway?
It's just like on the catwalk above everything. It's not like in an office somewhere.
That is their break room. It's just that walkway right there.
Why do some of them have one eye and some of them have two?
And some of them are a little taller and have two.
There is one in the background with just a completely straight face right now, and it's killing me.
That's Jude. That's the Jude minion.
We stole the Times Square Jumbotron.
And it's just like Gary V, like we're gonna like steal something bigger and better. We're gonna build the Minions empire to be even bigger than before.
Your parents are telling you not to steal the moon. Don't listen to them. You can sell the moon as an NFT. Just fire an RPG. Like, we're gonna steal.
Be advised, your teammate just died.
See, the minions are so disposable that you can just like kill them real quick and it doesn't matter.
I guess last time they heard they were gonna steal, they were prepared to go to war, which says a lot about their history.
The moon! The world will give me whatever I want to get it back.
Will they really? Because like you stole a lot of other stuff that you just still have laying around.
That's because it's like the Vegas Eiffel Tower, not a celestial body responsible for the tides.
The person who stole the pyramid wasn't like making an offer for them to buy it back.
No, in fact, he's going to paint it, as we'll see later on, which is the funniest thing in this movie. Step in the puddle. Yeah. That was all the commentary I had for them. Yeah.
Anybody come to adopt us while we were out?
No.
I would be surprised if Miss Hattie was not a villain.
Yeah, honestly.
No one's ever going to love you.
That's worse than you're adopted. That's just, you will never be adopted. Like, that is so...
Your parents didn't love you, and no one else will either.
I think we can do a little better than that.
Every single one of those girls is just sad.
Probably. Also, please line up any of those they're all crooked.
No, okay, they're all crooked because they're not actually square.
They're not even like parallelograms. They're just...
No, they're like shapes.
They're like rhombi. I don't understand. Yeah.
I know that's like actually what it is, but
Rhombuses.
Rhombi. No. Rhombi. So if someone uses the wrong urinal, they're just going to get into the bank or get shot.
What do you mean get shot? It just wouldn't do anything.
Absolutely not. They can't have people finding out, so it's just going to shoot them.
It's a hand that a human hand that comes out with a gun.
Yeah, an actual hand just boom.
Gru to see Mr. Perkins.
Why do you have two monitors that are like these angles?
Rate my setup, boys.
Like, hey, chat. Like,
Check out my new weapon. Piranha gun! Oh, yes!
what does this do?
It fires live piranhas.
No, I get that, but why?
Because it's a piranha gun.
You know what would work better than that?
A gun?
Yeah.
Check out my new invention. Gun!
For real, why are they so obsessed with guns that do really niche things? Just get a gun.
In case you want to launch a fish at someone.
What kind of gun do you want?
I want a gerbil gun because I just want to fire gerbils at people at full force.
I want a guinea pig cannon.
Did they come out in little balls and then it's the movie G-Force?
Yes.
Well, very nice presentation. I'd like to see this shrink ray.
He's asking for money because he needs a shrink ray and rockets. And the guy's like, you don't have a shrink ray.
So his plan is he's going to steal the shrink ray and then he's going to get the money for the rocket.
Why doesn't he just make a shrink ray?
Because he doesn't know how.
Jude, why don't you just make a shrink ray if you're so good at it?
I don't know. I don't have Dr. Nefario in my basement. Do you?
I am the Dr. Nefario in my basement.
We all have a Dr. Nefario in our basement.
Do you have any idea of the capital this bank has invested in you, Gru?
What is Gru's credit score? It's like a 20.
He's like 49 missed payments in the last month.
So the way the Bank of Evil works is they hand out loans to villains, and then the villains do their villain thing, and then they make a profit somehow.
They don't sell it, and they're not robbing banks because they're going to the bank for loans. They make money by...
Yeah, exactly. That man's spine just turned into a single vertebrae.
Do you really think minions have spines, or are they just cartilage?
How do they stay up?
They're really firm cartilage and muscle, and they just contract at all times.
That's the worst. So what is this ship?
Star Trek.
How does it steer?
He leans.
Based on that, that's actually how it works.
I hate that.
Unicorns, I love them. Unicorns, I love them.
Yeah, unicorns, I like them. I can pet one. Unicorns, they're unicorns.
It's like a 5-year-old girl singing about unicorns. It makes sense. She's not a producer.
I sang Jingle Bells in Walmart when I was 5. It was the middle of summer, and a man came up to me and told me that it wasn't Christmas time, so I shouldn't be singing Jingle Bells. And then I never sang in public like that again. I was demoralized from then on.
Good.
If she sings about unicorns too loud, she's gonna spend the night in the box. He couldn't get an actual dog for this.
No, because it's a camera disguised as a dog.
It has to draw a triangle over it to let you know that it's a camera.
See, these areas are roughly bad. Let me just hit my railgun button. Oh, he's just dead.
No, see, Gru reset to the nearest campfire. He's fine.
Quick saved before he got here.
I want the door that isn't actually a door.
Oh, but it is also a door.
No, look behind it. There's nothing behind it.
You're right, but later it just opens like a door.
It appears you have cleared our background check. Dr. Gru.
They have full access to the adoption records, and they're uploading his profile while making his profile all at the same time. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's a live stream, and they're typing Gru, Medal of Honor, Knighthood by Her Majesty the Queen.
The Queen of England.
I bet the mom is beautiful. I bet their house is made of gummy bears.
I want a house made of gummy bears.
I don't.
I would not have a house if I had a house made of gummy bears.
No, here's the thing. If it was summertime, think about how just sticky everything ever would be.
I want a house in Antarctica made of gummy bears.
You would be very cold, and those would be very hard.
No! Stay away from there, it's fragile!
Yeah, I love this joke because it's so dark. And you're like a kid, like, oh, they just murdered that little girl.
I wish they would just cut off before she talks and then just move on the rest of the movie.
There should really be like a lock on that thing.
Yeah, something to prevent small children from entering an evil lair.
Anyone entering his house, for that matter.
New weapon you ordered.
I said dart gun, not
I know this is like a funny joke because it's a fart gun and not a dart gun, but why does Gru need a dart gun? What's he gonna do?
Can I drink this?
Do you want to explode?
That's my favorite line in the entire movie. Do you want to explode?
I want to drink it now.
I am Dr.
What
Nefario.
was the last thing you invented, Bren?
What is she doing?
She's gonna hold her breath until she gets a new one.
It always confused me that that's an actual thing kids did.
I'm gonna hold my breath until we get a new sponsor.
This thing is more of a hobby. In real life, I am a spy.
Hold on, is he a French spy?
Maybe, but also he's not French.
But he is, because his mom is French? Question mark? I don't know.
He's a person. We're just gonna call him person, and that's as far as this goes.
I'm gonna look. What is Gru's heritage?
What did you learn?
So apparently, there was a DNA test on Gru.
No, there wasn't.
Apparently there was. So his genetic background, 55% Fridonian, which is a fictional country, 18% Balkan, 10% Sardinian, and 7% each of Native American and Middle Eastern, and 2% Japanese.
Gru is a fictional character. When did he get a DNA test?
I guess we're gonna find out in the upcoming hit movie, Minions 2 Rise of Gru.
Okay, that right there has confirmed that they are just muscle.
Exactly. They have no bones.
Bones don't move like that. I'm gonna look up something else.
Do minions have bones?
Oh, I just found the worst picture ever.
Is it like an X-ray?
No, it is not.
I know exactly what you found.
Ah! It's so bad! I'm like, hey, do minions have bones? And it's like...
The fourth picture under Google Images is the tongue has no bones, but it's strong enough to break a heart, so be careful with your words.
And it's just a minion?
According to BuzzFeed, minions' fingers are genitals. Hold on.
What?
Which is why they wear gloves.
Do minions have nipples? Apparently someone checked!
Guys, we need to talk about minions and their private parts. Like, no, we don't.
Are these beds made out of bombs?
Yes, but they are very old and highly unlikely to blow up.
It is bomb-shaped. It smells like a bomb. I don't know.
Does it taste like a bomb?
Well, you never know. There might be a little bomb juice in there.
Bomb juice?
Yeah, it's the stuff from Powder Game that kind of just exploded.
Time to deliver the cookies.
First, we're going to dance class.
Integral to the story there, you know that scene?
Well, it's because later on he has to show up to the dance recital after he steals the moon and loses the girls. You know the plot.
They really did set that one up. Wait, that's the pyramid you were talking about?
Yes.
How did no one notice that?
Not once did anybody look at that and go, huh.
What is this giant pyramid here?
No, you see, this one's blue. It can't be that one.
Our first customer is a man named Vector.
But he's a V.
Does Edith own eyebrows?
No.
Edith is over here like... Look like an Ed, and Eddie character.
You really do.
Girls, welcome back to the fortress of Vectortude.
What does that mean?
Nothing. It means absolutely nothing.
It's like attitude, but it's vectortude. It's when you have an attitude in a specific direction.
Stop cutting holes in... walls.
Dude, that is like the spy movie trope. You gotta cut holes and stuff.
I actually love this bit because they kind of just make fun of exactly what I'm talking about right here.
Hold on.
They're not muscles, they're not bones.
They're glow sticks.
So they're made of plastic.
Or they're muscles with glow stick liquid in them, so when you pop them, they just glow through the muscle.
They're bioluminescent.
I love the idea of cracking someone's back and then they glow forever.
So, like, I guess he has the shrink right now and the girls, but he's just kind of stuck with the girls because he decided to adopt them instead of just do literally anything else to get the shrink ray.
He could have done that again without the girls.
Yeah.
None of this had to happen.
Well done, Gru. Rather impressive.
Okay, so that minion had a squeaker inside of it.
Yeah, they each have different abilities.
No, see, that was the minion screaming from being crushed.
Mr. Gru.
How can he see over there? That's not how that works.
When his eyes look to the right, it moves the camera in the room, you see.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye, Gru.
Stop breaking apples!
That was the end call button. There was a button in that apple. When he crushes it, it ends calls.
In terms of money, we have no money.
You're a really sucky criminal. Just go rob a bank or something.
Gru is more of an anti-hero than he is a villain.
Okay. Go rob a bank.
Deadpool is an anti-hero. He's still a hero, but he doesn't do villain things.
I feel like Deadpool would still rob a bank.
Deadpool does whatever he's hired to do.
Maybe.
They're doing exactly what we just said they should do.
You'd think he's stolen stuff before.
What are these?
Puppets. You use them when you tell the story.
Can't wait to hold a book like this.
When you turn the page, if you get it a little wrong, you just like hit your finger and then you have to like... Next page.
These girls are becoming a major distraction. They need to go.
What's the return policy on human beings?
90 days or your money back.
Why are you in the shame box?
They're all in the shame box.
Wait, why do you get put in the box of shame for being rejected?
Because they were so sucky, they got returned.
Okay.
Boxing of shame.
There's like a book on top of it so they can't get...
Oh my god!
Wow, it's like a visual metaphor about him.
It's not even a metaphor. That is like them spelling it out for you.
You know what I wish they would spell out because I'm tired? The credits. So he's just at the moon.
Yep.
It's that close to the Earth, didn't you know?
Yeah, the moon's just there. Like I said, it's right there.
It doesn't take like months upon months to get there.
Why is it like glowing?
No, you see, because the moon shines.
The moon emits light. It's actually a little star. So I hate this because he just deorbits and hits the right road he needs and then parks a spaceship in front of a dance studio.
And keep in mind, he got there in less than an hour from space.
Open up. First, give me the moon.
Yeah, he has 2 security cameras so he can see Gru in 3D.
No, he has 2 security cameras so he can look at the back of that screen he brought out.
Those are subsonic missiles, and he just dove through them.
Yeah, he's just that good.
So he's walking around like this, which you know means he's tough.
He's gonna bury Vector under the river.
Oh no.
Real physics talk here for 2 seconds. If you shrunk the moon to that size, it would probably just become a black hole.
You're right.
Dude, check out Vector's chair.
It's a V.
If you lean back, you fall.
So he gets the girls and they dance.
There is a dance party.
We need to have a dance party at the end of one of our videos.
Yeah, because it's a kid's movie and you always have to dance at the end.
All right, well, this movie isn't bad.
I'm gonna be honest, it kind of explains itself. Like it's
slightly flawed in a charming way. But the problem was the other movies got so wrapped up in like the crap in this movie that was secondary.
I don't know, the second one isn't terrible. I haven't seen the third one.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the movie you've all been waiting for, Minions.
No.
I thought they were waiting for like Morbius 2.
Well, we're still waiting for that one, yeah. But this one we've been waiting for since like 5 years ago.
This, in fact, is my favorite movie.
This has all of the Minions lore that we tried to figure out when we were watching Despicable Me, but we couldn't quite do it. This is going to answer all of our questions that we had in that original video.
Yeah, our questions like,
what are they made of?
Do they have bones?
What are they eat?
And are they actually invincible?
And how many genocides they committed?
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Let's get into this.
Well, this is already a good start. Whoa, it's a single cell organism.
Wow, guys, this is actual proof of the evolutionary theory.
No, you know what this is? This is bubble tanks from the hit website addictinggames.com. So they're slowly evolving.
Why didn't they keep evolving?
They reached peak physical form.
Obviously.
The ideal being.
I don't know who looked at my ankles and thought this is where evolution should stop.
Yeah, at Minions.
My God, who enabled RTX on this? I hate it so much.
Every Illumination movie kind of looks like it was rendered in a game engine.
It all looks like PS4 concept footage, like when everything had to be really shiny for 5 minutes.
How do they know the word boss if English hasn't been invented yet?
They invented English.
The Minions invented English?
They don't speak English. They officially speak Minionese.
They just said the word boss.
Yeah, it's like a combination of a bunch of languages.
It's like all the romantic languages plus like 2 English words when it's convenient.
This is how the dinosaurs went extinct.
Yeah, Minions.
As we're seeing right now, the Minions have basically been involved with every single major event in world history.
The Minions traveled back in time.
We're adding time travel to this?
We might as well. They build the pyramids. If they're about to build the pyramids, I'm gonna leave. Oh.
No, the Minions owned slaves.
Yeah, I'm not big on the whip here. Okay. Okay, so they built the pyramids.
Did they? It looks like they made it fall on all those people.
No, see, they had the blueprints for it. The Minions made the pyramid in order to kill the Egyptians.
They bounced from one evil boss to another, but they never seemed to find their perfect fit.
You might have found a good fit in the 30s. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're getting to.
The Minions had no other choice but to keep moving.
This is how they explain this. During recent history, they were just hiding in a cave very conveniently.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. This sounds like typical history rewriting to hide the true terror of the Minions.
I like the idea of the Minions being the ones to go on the Crusades. Like the Minions themselves wanted to take back Jerusalem. Why is it Christmas? Because there's snow? Like,
I guess.
Yeah, so they're very conveniently left out of the last 150 years of history.
Yeah, because, you know, probably don't want to, like, explain what they were doing.
Yeah, they should have. I want to know about civil rights movement with Minions.
The South would have won if the Minions hadn't been hiding.
The Minions were, like, part of the Confederacy.
Running across the fields of Pennsylvania, and it's just a Minion. There was so much to do in the 20th century for these guys. There was about 15 regimes they could have killed for.
Where did they get the metal to forge those goggles?
They were born with the goggles.
It doesn't lens at all.
Their eyes are just in the front of the goggles.
I hate that.
What happens if you take the goggles off of a Minion, though?
You remove their eyes. Why does Bob have 2 different colored eyes?
So you know which one he is.
He was in the war, Bren.
Okay, why does he have 2 different eyes?
He was in the war. That's the only explanation we get.
Which war?
All of them, apparently.
The Minions were involved with every war.
Wasn't in World War II.
Every war prior to 1861, roughly.
What? Did they Skyrim horse themselves up the mountain?
Go around it.
They are on a journey to find their new boss, and the new boss could have been on top of that mountain, Jude.
Can't wait for them to like stumble into modern New York City or some bullcrap.
Hey, look! It's modern day New York City!
I mean, it's not quite modern day.
Who is Richard Nixon in the Despicable Me universe? That's my question.
This is a documentary.
It's like the lizard people that they don't want us to know about. So they've been in a cave since the Napoleonic Wars and came out in 1968, and they're not confused a little bit.
Jude, you have to remember, they're time travelers. They've seen all this before.
In this movie, the Minions just kind of accept whatever is happening to them.
All they care about is finding a boss. They don't care about all these new things around them.
Why does the leather need to look this hyper-realistic in an animated movie? Why?
It's because this is real life, Jude.
They filmed this in 1968.
I told you it's a documentary.
Where's the interviews from the Minions?
That's the narration.
Bob, Silly Bob, come here.
What gets me a little bit more is no one's like, oh, that's a little weird when they see a minion.
Wouldn't they be in like U.S. history books or like world history books?
Wouldn't it be a big deal that they disappeared for a really long time?
And then when the world needed them most, they vanished.
What part of the world needed them the most, Bren? Northern Europe? Oh, that was a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you broadcasting to television?
It's a secret channel that you have to...
You can only access this channel by holding an umbrella on top of an old TV.
You just have to happen to do whatever this is, and then you get the villain channel.
Scarlet Overkill!
And it's like a wrestler entrance.
The Undertaker!
This is basically where the Despicable Me type villain stuff starts, where all the villains are just wrestling characters or like just big celebrities, stuff like that.
Get to VillainCon this weekend, only at 545 Orange Grove Avenue in Orlando, Florida.
In Orlando, Florida.
No better place at all.
May do it better.
Would you pick up the minions on the side of the road?
I'd run them over.
I would be just really confused.
Okay. Sure.
Glad we came along before some weirdos picked you up.
I'm still confused as to why no one is like, what are you?
These like 3 jaundiced orbs are just in your car and you're like, huh.
The jaundice orb.
Even if you knew them from history, what are you doing here? Because, you know, they're always associated with like the most evil person around or whatever.
Unless they've been just whitewashed out of history somehow.
I can't wait to rob the bank.
It could be the first financial bank.
I think there was like brand name banks in the 60s.
No one in their right mind was robbing a bank in 1968. Like,
I mean, it was before like security cameras were super common.
Yeah, but like the police would just shoot you. You know, there were phones. It was a little harder to get away with it. Orlando, coming soon.
No, that looks like Orlando.
Yeah, flat and awful. Wasn't Disney here by 1968 or like a really early version of Disney World?
Any evil talents?
La 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 la.
That's not evil or a talent.
So that kind of shows that the minions don't actually have any talents. They're just invincible, which is the only thing that is good about them.
Gru can just kind of chuck them at a wall and they're fine.
They're durable. That's all that matters. It's strength and numbers.
VillainCon presents our keynote speaker, Scarlet Overkill!
Yeah, if you announce her name in that voice one more time.
It's the late 60s. They say everything like that.
The world's first female supervillain.
First female supervillain? Really?
Bonnie and Clyde are shaking right now.
See, there's been female villains, but there's never been female supervillains.
Ah, what makes her super? And when everyone's super, no one will be.
What if I were to tell you that I am looking for new henchmen?
How convenient for the minions who are looking for a new boss. They went from like Europe to New York to Orlando and just ended up here at VillainCon. A lot of stuff had to line up for that to happen.
It's because they have a sense for evil.
Yeah, the sense drew them to New York, which it probably should have in the 60s. And then it drew them then to Orlando, Florida, which it probably should have in the 60s.
Well, just take it from my hand and you've got the job.
That just like cut all of his internal organs at once.
Yeah, for real. Invincible, I guess.
Minions don't have internal organs. They're all just mouth.
They're all mouth?
They're like a balloon. They're just completely hollow.
That's why they're so dumb.
Buckle up, boys. Next stop, England.
Oh God, not England. Gross. Ew.
Anything but England. No wonder she's so evil. She's from England.
I don't want to go to England. I don't want to be British.
Why does she fly like a thumbtack? What is that?
It's a lightning bolt with no wings. Oh, and no cabin pressure.
There is so much force that it doesn't need wings. It's just...
How does this fly? How does this fly?
VTOL.
The thruster is on the back and it is going up.
It flies like a Star Destroyer. There is no other way.
No, you see that lever? That lever is up and down.
Also, everything in this universe is so top heavy that it would just explode.
Oh, look, it's Large Benjamin.
I'm sure no one is noticing this thing in the sky.
It's so thin that they can't see it.
I can see it right now.
I would have thought they would have gone with like a 60s spy trope and gave it like the cloaking device and it looked like a sleek jet. But no, this is just a spike.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's so conspicuous.
Her evil layer with like an S on it.
Is anything illegal?
Nothing is illegal in Britain.
So we say that there's a finite amount of them, but there are a lot more minions than that in Despicable Me. Like a lot.
It's kind of like the train cars in Polar Express.
They just keep appearing and disappearing at random.
Oh God, the tape deck room for some reason.
It's the giant Eurorack synth. He's gonna make some music.
What are you doing that's evil?
Yeah, the H stands for music.
Well, remember, synthesizers were thought to be evil at first, so, you know, it fits.
Okay, so she wants to steal the crown from the Queen of England? Is that what we're getting at?
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna get away with that because...
the minions are gonna do it for her. That's why she's gonna get away with it.
So when she wears it, that's not a problem?
Yeah, this movie is kind of weird because if you haven't noticed yet, nothing really feels connected to each other.
It's really convoluted and I feel like it doesn't make sense, but okay.
Oh, what if the minions were in New York? And then what if they were at a villain convention? And then what if they were at London? It's just like a big run-on sentence of a plot.
Okay.
This is the home of the Queen's crown that I'm assuming is on display. I'm gonna be real. There's no way they just put the actual Queen's crown on display.
Enjoy yourself, love.
Gold bar. What century? This lady's like, okay, I'll just go sell this.
Buy gold, it always holds its value.
Buy silver right now. Buy gold, invest in Ethereum. It's a good thing the crown gets lowered into the basement or something.
There's more gears doing more stuff. We love gears. We love machinery.
I have yelled the word gears in one of our videos way too many times.
I guess the crown is not on display when the queen needs it.
She never needs it. Our editor hears this song and he's like moshing right now. He is not about to pull up King Arthur's sword.
Tiny yellow traitor!
Oh God, she's gonna fly the spike at them.
She's gonna stab him. She's gonna stab him with her spaceship.
That has like the integrity of a paper airplane at best. Well, I don't know what that is. Why are they in Australia? How did you get down there?
They landed in Sydney. Wait a minute.
This is so real. This is so real.
That's not how anything works.
Thomas, draw a line on a map between Australia and India. Oh my God.
I knew it. I knew it was staged.
It's literally a stage.
No, that's a room.
That is literally the definition of a stage. Did I just hear a tiny Wilhelm scream?
Yeah, because one of them just...
Wouldn't this make the airplane like crash?
It sure would.
I love this guy right here who does not care that there's like a billion minions.
But then there's that kid behind him who's like,
Okay, why does King Arthur's sword make him the king?
Because that's how the legend goes. Pulled the sword from the stone, shall be worthy and have the power of Thor. I don't know.
The new flag being a single eye is so creepy.
I would want to go to that country for sure. Even though King Bob has 2 eyes. So why is this sign 1 eye?
King Bob!
Everyone loves him so much.
To be fair, if that was our head of state, it would be so much fun.
So we went from them needing a new boss to Bob being the king of England.
Yeah, we're about halfway through our run-on sentence.
Okay, yeah, how do you pitch this movie? They're like, the dinosaurs and pyramids and vampires, and then they're gonna go to New York, and then they're gonna go to London, and then Bob's gonna be the king of England. Like, what? It's like a little kid rambled for an hour, and they made a movie out of it.
Probably because the little kid that would ramble for an hour is the target audience for this movie.
I prefer kids' movies when they're, like, good. That's all I got. I don't know.
We're watching an Illumination movie, Jude. What did you expect?
Illumination, more like Illuminati Nation.
King Bob, you cannot just abdicate the throne. There are laws.
He just sentenced a man to life in prison.
King Bob has officially changed the law.
How did you just do that without like support?
Yeah, well, he pulled Excalibur from the stone, therefore he can do whatever he wants.
I want like a millisecond paragraph from Thomas about how the entire parliamentary system works and why this would work or wouldn't. Really fast, right now. I'd rather watch a full instruction video on industrial equipment than listen to them sing again.
I'm gonna put my head in that guillotine.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I hate you.
Same.
Nothing personal, but you are the worst beings I've ever encountered.
After they changed the law to make you the queen?
He literally just gave you the country of England.
Hangtown population.
Movie ends right there.
What is that gonna do for them? They don't have necks.
They are a neck.
No, you can't choke a minion. You would have to like juice one like a grape to actually kill them.
Why is it screwed in like that to where gravity could just slowly make it kill someone?
Yeah, that's why these don't get hung up like this, for this exact reason. Not the exact reason that minions would run on the top of it, but that gravity would slowly unscrew it.
No. They were made specifically for minions to run on top of them.
There's so much tension in this scene. I love it. I'm really engaged right now. I'm really engaged right now.
Also, this isn't tense because they explode in like every scene. So like, what am I afraid of? He's gonna fall 20 feet?
So the two other minions got captured, but Kevin is just still hanging out.
What? Which one shall I kill first?
What does she think she's gonna do? They are invincible.
Literally, not a single minion has ever died. One, according to the first Despicable Me movie, is somewhere in space, but he didn't die.
They can survive in the vacuum of space.
Ultimate weapon initiated.
Big minion! Big minion!
Okay, why is like all the skin in this super smooth, but then they go hyper realistic with all the rest of the textures? Like that was so overly realistic for no reason. Kevin. That is such an uncanny sight. Just giant Kevin on the mountaintops.
Especially since like his surroundings look photoreal.
I can't wait for Cloverfield 3 with giant Kevin as the monster you barely see.
All the events that led up to this.
Yeah, so we started with a T-Rex, and now we're stopping a woman from becoming the Queen of England with a giant minion running through the streets of London.
This is so real.
White Flash, the movie ends. Just turns into like a little skeleton.
Well, you weren't wrong, Jude.
All right, edit in the nuclear bomb, please. Yeah, you watch the minions, just their skin just vaporize away into bone.
They just all turn into goop.
Kevin the White. This is how he comes back after dying. Okay, this is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like this bit.
Jude's like, finally, something I enjoy, and it ends. Immediately.
Yeah, the idea of the parachute being picked up by wind every time it's about to land is kind of funny.
Child, give me that back.
So is Minions Rise of Gru where this one leaves off?
Yeah, so Minions Rise of Gru actually has the chance to have a real story, unlike this movie, where things happened to the minions.
Yeah, I give this movie like a score out of 10.
It would have been fine if they like committed to one of the ideas they had.
And they were like, all of them.
Just start the movie with them finding Gru or something. Would have been better than whatever that was.
It needs to be a trilogy.
It's probably going to be.
They literally could have just started the movie with like this is where they came from and they're looking for a new boss, and then they meet Gru and go on whatever the story is for Rise of Gru, and it would have been better. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to Minions.
Minions Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
We are going to learn so much more lore. Apparently, you guys like Minions lore a lot.
You guys like that one a lot.
This movie also has some Gru lore, also known as Galore.
I remember being surprised on Twitter when I saw people say that they actually enjoyed this movie, given the quality of the last one.
I haven't seen it yet, so this should be interesting.
We're going into it blind. This should be fun.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I would have noticed that.
As per this universe's standard, nothing is inconspicuous. That's accurate to our timeline, is that the laundromat has like a hideout under it.
You just climb in one of the dryers.
If you want to know how horrible things are, just look on Google Maps how many mattress stores and laundromats are in your area. Oh my god, not a map.
Not a map anymore. This is the planet Namek from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z from Fortnite?
Goku, the hit Fortnite character. Yeah, my favorite.
Can't wait for Goku, Spider-Man, and John Wick to catch a dub on Tilted Towers.
Let's see here.
I got me some squash, some cucumber, and zucchini.
For all my hard work.
Genuine thing, I always wonder that this like ancient crap that moves like mechanized for some reason, and like Indiana Jones and movies like that, I don't understand how it works.
It's because that ancient civilization was actually far more technical. They did stuff better.
The first time I saw National Treasure 2, my like number one thought throughout the entire movie is, how is any of this working?
The city of gold.
In this movie, magic is canon, by the way, so it's fine.
Wait, whoa. I mean, yeah, I know there's yellow pills that are sentient, but magic now too?
Only when it's funny. Like literally only when it's funny.
Whatever, it's the Despicable Me universe.
I mean, yeah, they have like freeze rays and shrink guns and fart guns and
lots of different kinds of guns.
Gru got hit by like an ICBM in the first movie and survived, so whatever.
Oh my god, it's the Eye of Agamotto.
A green medallion, I don't know.
It's from Spy Kids 2 when they're in like that golden room.
Okay, so we got Doctor Strange, Spy Kids 2.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yes, it's the green medallion from Elden Ring.
It's also a rotary phone.
Okay, it is a...
Wow, circles with circles on it. Such a unique shape we have discovered.
I want to show you how similar it is.
Oh, that is really similar.
Almost the exact same. That is weird.
He activated the crystals. Now the energy flow is off. Oh my god.
Oh, are they going to betray the old man after he did all the work for them?
The Vicious Six has a new head honcho.
Well, yeah, that's another trope. If it's a intro unrelated to anything and it's confusing, it's always the villain.
Okay, he's kind of the villain.
It's time for the next generation.
Why are you a crab? Okay.
That would kill him.
Yeah, it would.
But then again, we've seen people survive nukes.
This is so pretty. I love this part of the movie.
Okay, it's very James Bond. I get what they're going for.
Yeah, this is very James Bond.
Hey, I got an image to uphold here.
So I know we said this in the last video, but is nobody questioning this?
I'm gonna give them this. The goggles work because the 70s had the awful round sunglasses, but other than that, it is still really weird. The fact that it had so much pressure that it almost opened the doors, though, that would actually kill people.
Yeah, for real.
They just enter the theater and you see a bunch of dead bodies. This movie gets really dark really fast.
Are we getting freeze ray?
Nope, we're getting cheese ray.
Oh my god, no! It's so stupid. Why are they frozen still, though? Why is no one like...
Because the cheese immediately hardened.
That would be really heavy, so...
I think that's what my colon does to cheese. Stops it dead like that.
Your interview is tomorrow at noon.
This message will self-destruct in 5.
Please tell me it actually does that and just blows up his mom's Corvette.
This invitation is gonna explode, baby! Explode!
Exactly like The Incredibles.
Except the fire alarm didn't go off, which would have been even funnier.
Hello, Otto. What is it?
That is the thickest.
Whoa!
That is the most robust minion I have ever seen.
They like don't really have a digestive system as we've seen, except for butts. They've all been the same size prior to this, basically.
Yeah, he's just thick.
Gotta have that trope. Oh.
I think it's because they needed a new, easily recognizable minion because we already have Bob, Kevin, and Stuart. And then the rest of them all kind of look similar, so they had to do something to make him look different.
I want a three-eyed minion.
Based on the lore, since he's not in Despicable Me, he dies prior to the events of that movie.
Here comes Gru!
It's a ladder. You could have just gone up the ladder. Make an elevator.
Not enough money.
Sorry, I guess when he was pouring that entire concrete layer with actual bombs in it, he didn't have enough money for an elevator.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, he had enough money for a mechanized ladder that moves like an elevator, but not
an actual elevator.
I just killed a bug on my water bottle straw.
You should eat the bug.
No, I'm not in the mood.
We're gonna take out the anti-villain league.
What is that?
With the power of my crystals, I'm going to take out the government.
There's so much production value that the villains have. I love it.
I bet they have billions of fans.
Billions of dollars.
It's like how Morbius is on Netflix now. They're going to have a more billion users.
When are we going to be on Netflix? According to IMDb, we're a TV show with 4 seasons. Someone in the comments, tell me who did it, because you even split it up by like era of our videos for the seasons perfectly, and it's weird.
When you guys responded to my help wanted ad, I was like, who are these tiny tater tots? And where did they get so much denim?
That's a good question. They must have got it from our last video with all of that denim in it.
Yeah.
The Jed. The Jup. The Jouch.
The Jups.
The Jer.
Jilverware.
And the Jates.
Check out that video.
Jitchin.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was just,
Is that Dr. Nefario?
What do you think?
I knew it was. I'm just making content, Josiah.
But yeah, this is Dr. Nefario with the world's greenest object in his hand right now.
It's one of those sticky hands you get at, like, the arcade.
It's made of Nickelodeon slime, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Take this. If you ever get famous, remember who gave you your first gadget.
Kind of wholesome.
Yeah, it is. They did this pretty well.
I think this movie, like we said at the end of the original Minions video, should have just been the first Minions movie.
Them just showing up to Gru's doorstep for a help wanted ad. If the first movie doesn't exist, that's a really funny origin story for them. Like, no explanation to that point. That's how they showed up.
It's like the people who wrote lore for the Backrooms and kind of ruined how creepy the Backrooms were because now they're explained.
I haven't read any of that, so they still creep me out. This is like the rejected members of Slipknot.
Yeah.
Also known as Lip Snot, anyway.
Is that a Mad magazine? 'Cause that's kind of funny.
Our proximity doesn't require this kind of volume.
Hi, can I be a mod? Do you do YouTube? You ever uploaded a YouTube video? Like, no.
Come back when you've done something to impress me. Who's next?
I am Wingman.
Whoa!
What is that button for?
That's his button.
Why is it there of all places?
Are we about to find out?
You're about as aerodynamic as a warhead. What are you doing?
Okay, but those are like actually aerodynamic.
They fall in a graceful fashion. They don't fly with, you know, wings. They just kind of...
You really think that man's gonna fall in a graceful fashion? This man's about as aerodynamic as a Jeep.
A Wrangler. Wow, I said that really country. A Wrangler.
Fun fact about Jeep Wranglers, they have roughly the same aerodynamics as a lobster.
I hate her top right here because those fuzzy things are never going to be soft again after like 2 seconds of wearing it.
Everything looks super cartoony, and then they just have like the most 4K looking texture in the world, being the fur on that coat.
And her hair. Look at her hair.
These movies look like they were made in Unreal Engine, and I mean that in the worst way possible.
I actually don't hate the look of it.
No, it looks like Fortnite.
I think this movie pulls off like the meshed art style a little bit better than the first few that they've done.
I just think it's really funny when you see like what could be like photoreal fur.
Her skin is like basically all one like solid smooth gradient, but her hair is like super detailed.
There's no pores in her skin whatsoever.
Where's the subsurface scattering in Minions?
Use the door!
They did.
The door is still standing there shut, actually.
I have a mild complaint. Despicable Me felt more like a spy movie with really stupid gadgets. This is starting to get into superhero movie territory, and I'm not sure that's my favorite thing.
In my opinion, they shouldn't have done the Vicious Six. I think it should have just been her and Wild Knuckles. You could have maybe even made them like date or something. It would have made a lot more sense for the story.
It kind of reminds me of the second Incredibles movie, which I like, but also gets kind of bloated towards the end of of it.
I think it's just because they needed to make extra toys, probably.
Yes, that is 905% why they did that. Oh wow, it's a Zack Snyder movie now. Get the lens flares and the red filter and the everything. We need a gray horned villain that says, I will destroy you, and it'll be great.
Doomsday and Apocalypse. Like, wow.
The same names.
She just got hit by an entire vehicle.
Die. Literally die. That's so good.
Please work. Come on, come on, come on.
I appreciate the mild Mad Max aesthetic of Gru's bike. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the lean minion. Why does that one have chest hair?
All minions have chest hair. You just can't see for the overalls.
No.
This one hit puberty.
Or is it fake?
You don't want to know, man.
It might be fake.
What is that vehicle?
It's a van.
Yeah, V-A-G-N. Van.
I don't like that.
Okay, who just got actually kidnapped? Okay.
I mean, you know whose van that was, though, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like, it's not as creepy. It would have been creepier if, like, the movie started on that and you had no idea who it was.
No, it would be creepier if the movie ended with that.
That's the cold open I want from Rise of Gru, is Gru getting kidnapped. How architecture.
Why do the villains always have the most conspicuous hideouts?
Heck if I know anymore.
Jeff Bezos has like a giant yacht. Pretty hard to miss that one.
That is fair.
Yeah, Lex Luthor does have a big hideout. You're right, Josiah.
This is the most dangerous way you could have possibly done that.
You know what else you could have done?
He does a cartwheel onto the railing.
And breaks it.
He does like 50 flips, breaks the railing. Then they shoot him out and he catches him barely.
Somebody bring me a phone.
That was so fast.
Phone.
You got 2 days or you are never gonna see your little boss again.
Who is that?
That's Wild Knuckles.
No, I know who the character is. I mean, who's talking?
You have a Google.
That's what I'm doing. Oh, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. That makes sense.
You can't say that on the channel.
Sorry, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Thank you. That's much better.
Ah, I told you. I don't know where he went, you stupid Twinkies.
How fast was that fan going? It cut his hair off.
Whoa! Boy's got a bowl.
No, that's a plate.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, except it's never that clear.
Oh, sorry, one sec. Ladies and gentlemen, the weather is about degrees. We'll be cruising at an altitude of about 4.
What?
4. No, 737s are not just...
Actually, that's an Airbus A320.
Do not tell me what... No, I don't care what kind of Airbus that is.
I don't know what that is. It looks like an Airbus.
The seal you would get, since they are always wearing goggles, you are not seeing anything. That is absolutely perfect.
That is how I want to sleep, in goggles.
Okay, I know this plane isn't realistic now because there's also controls behind the pilots. Like, that's not a thing.
Actually,
not to that extent, it's not. It doesn't look like this.
Oh my God, Josiah, you better be careful. There's going to be some guy in our comments who writes a paragraph about his experience with planes. I've always wanted an airplane toilet to just pull me into the void.
Really?
Yes. I love the idea of being sucked into the airplane poop void. They're dumping their poop out in the sky.
No one knows what happens to it.
The chemtrails are actually the vaporized poop. Add that to the list of my video conspiracy theories that people might think I believe at this point.
The vapor trails on planes are just vaporized poop.
That and the earth is flat and a bunch of other things. Yeah.
That's not a conspiracy, it's a fact.
If anything happened to this channel, I'm the least hireable man in the world after saying all of this stuff.
Time to break some bones.
There's flies everywhere.
Hey,
Seeing them get hurt is just so funny because you just know they're invincible.
Yeah, but they still experience the pain as the best part. So they're just forced to live in this limbo.
What is happening right here?
Trying to break him in half.
What is happening right here?
He's just carrying him.
Shopping bag.
No.
We'll stop looking at that one.
No.
Yeah, let's move on from whatever that is.
My teaching days are over. This is my life now.
Dos kung fu. Per favor.
Whoa, we got the anime eyes. That was a whole new... Whoa! Whoa!
It's so 8K.
Oh my god, it's the eyes you use for us in thumbnails sometimes. It's amazing. Whoa. What is that? That's gonna be my profile picture. That's important to me.
Stop! That's the worst.
Hey, this is how you break into a bank vault. You drop it on a minion.
You just throw Bob at it.
She's trying to kill them at this point. Like,
oh yeah, she is. She's testing how invincible they are.
Where did she get that vault and how did she get it up there?
Looney Tunes.
There needs to be an anvil to complete that.
Yeah, it has to make like the quang sound, like the exact cartoon sound.
I want an actual anvil for my set.
You are ready. They're dead.
No, you know they're not dead.
You dropped a vault on Bob, and he was smiling.
Literally.
This movie somehow still keeps the stakes high, even though you know they're invincible.
It's because Gru is kind of the stakes, so I don't know.
It's not a stake, he's a human.
Impressive that they managed to make a movie out of gibberish-speaking yellow orbs.
Yeah, they've made about 5, basically.
You are old, but you're not alone. We're going to find that stone and show everybody that you still got it.
I swear to God, if this is Gru's dad...
Ha! I got it!
We know how the minions evolved, but we don't know who Gru's parents are. Very cool.
Well, we know Gru's mom. When Gru's dad died, his name is Robert.
Yeah, like this is the part of the movie where all of like the plot lines converge. In my opinion, they could have made it a lot better. I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about, but just like
they created the scenario of Gru not being anywhere near the minions, but then it's like, what are you gonna have them both do? And then they both did kinda nothing.
Anti-Villain League, you are under arrest.
What happens to this agency by the time Despicable Me happens?
They're in Despicable Me too.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that in forever, so I was just wondering because like
that agency is the one that what's her name works at from the second movie.
But I would have thought when they ripped an orbital body out of the sky and took a pyramid and a lot of things that they would have showed up.
Everything they've done is a giant retcon.
You're right. I just like painting it out in longer wordage than...
Yeah, you gotta hit that word count.
This is what we get for watching the most clickable movies first.
Did you forget what time it is?
No, it's about 8:20 p.m. on a Friday. Oh God, it's Ghostbusters.
We're gonna become furries. Told you.
Shut up.
Hey, you know dragons can still be affected by guns, right?
How often have you met a dragon, Bren?
I don't know.
See, this is what I'm saying is like all of a sudden there's magic where we had no example of the magic happening earlier.
Except for when Wild Knuckles got the medallion and all the spirits went into the medallion.
That wasn't showing the abilities of the medallion in any way.
I can see how we got here, but man, this is a little different than everything else that's come before, because everything else has been like a science-based thing.
For a cartoon, at least.
Yeah, like a very cartoonish science. Like, it gave me kind of Johnny Test vibes, but this is like Ghostbusters or something now. Cool.
It started out in like, phase 1 of the MCU and now it's magic and nothing else.
No.
That's the parallel I'm drawing with these.
We just haven't hit the multiverse yet, but we will in Minions Part 4. I don't know.
Dig down deep. Find your inner beast.
Why is this happening? Yeah, I agree that the action's a lot better because this is kind of funny blending like the cartoon and anime styles.
It's really well done. It just needed a little bit more of a smoother transition between the normal part of the movie and the part where they're all fighting as alternate monsters.
Their writing is a little weak on these movies, but everything else, like the animators do an incredible job with what they do.
Especially like the non-Despicable Me ones like Sing and all that. Those look kind of actually really bad. Then you see this where they decided to just put all their effort into into it for some reason.
Yeah, this gives me hope that maybe Mario won't be the ugliest movie of all time, but you know, we'll see.
They were so annoying that they created like a sound wave to kill them.
I think that's what we do every time we like harmonize together. We fight off the stupid comments with that sound.
Oh, rats.
Brendan.
It was funny.
We set up the movie Ratatouille.
It's all like multiverse.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry. Are we having a funeral? Did a minion die? Is that what happened here?
This is Wild Knuckles' funeral.
Oh wow, this is a Spider-Man movie now because it ends with a funeral. No, this should have been the plot of GTA 5 where he doesn't know for a really long time that he's not dead.
I just saw a ghost.
It's all a conspiracy, man.
Yeah, he actually just dies immediately after this movie, and that's why we never hear about him again.
Big boss, I like that.
Ah, there it is. So that was Nefario's plane.
And it became the Gru jet, the Gret.
The grain.
Well, we did it. We did what you guys asked.
We're done.
Yeah, we're never uploading any more videos.
Nope, this was the last one.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't see our next video.
Yeah, don't do that.
I feel like we said most of our feelings like during the movie.
I didn't say all of my feelings, Josiah.
I don't want to hear all of your feelings, Jude.
You and everyone else. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Meme Despicable.
Despicable.
Welcome.
No, you broke the illusion.
What do you mean the illusion?
No, this is actually Jude's biblically accurate form.
Hello, we're Despicable, and this is me, and we're watching it a second time. Universal.
Me really out here sounding like SpongeBob's alarm clock.
Tag yourself. I'm the letter R.
I'm the minion with one eye because that's all I ever see.
Yeah, well, I'm the
Comment down below what Brendan is so he'll know.
Yeah, what am I, guys? Are those the Russians?
Beat him with the shovel, please. Oh, okay, goodbye.
Magnet.
It's like the beginning of Spy Kids 2. I mean, what movie?
See, this is how we should conduct warfare. Just giant, big old magnets.
Hold on. Did I just hear the Wilhelm scream this early in the movie?
It was a really obvious and loud Wilhelm scream.
Sounds like R2-D2.
I'm pretty sure that's like a variant of it.
Right. Bring him in.
Hey, look, it's the host of The Chase.
That's the Anti-Villain League leader, though.
That is the host from the hit British game show The Chase.
Why is that man all teeth? He looks like a man that was born without teeth and then went and got fake teeth. Also, that set is uglier than all of the American Idol sets put together.
This is Gru from Despicable Me 1. If you didn't know, he's actually in Despicable Me 2.
Whoa, really?
Wow, I have a theory that they're different minions.
Fear not, for here come the gallant knights to save us.
Yo, they're gonna crusade them.
That one's just a helmet. They're all just helmets.
If you didn't know the lore here, they did the Crusades, and also these are the same minions from Despicable Me 1 and Minions.
Whoa.
You're telling me this isn't Despicable Me, the next generation, where Gru's son, Gru Jr., Grunior, if you will,
grew up
and takes over the family business of being the most mid supervillain.
Feel that?
The Midians.
Thank you, Gru Tinkerbell. You're the best fairy princess ever.
You are welcome, little girl.
Hey there, Gru.
Wait, that's Gru?
Wait, no way.
No, that's Gru Tinkerbell, Josiah.
This is a different character entirely.
This is Gru's sister.
Cousin's sister's daughter.
Okay. Then why does it sound like Gru, though?
Sister.
You know, you really should announce your weapons after you fire them, Mr. Gru.
Lipstick taser.
You know, this is canonically the second time Gru has been kidnapped.
In order? Was he kidnapped in the first movie?
No.
So this would be the first time?
No.
Oh, yeah, because he's kidnapped in Minions.
Yeah, there you go. And Minions 2, specifically.
We've watched them out of order, so that doesn't help.
Me when I drive my car off up here.
That relatable moment when you drive your car off a pier.
Every spy movie.
The trunk that he was in just got a lot more room.
It expands.
But the problem is if he's positioned wrong, when it collapses back down into a car, he's just gonna get like juice.
He fit in the first place. He'll be fine.
Whoa, it's a submarine.
It's the underwater marine.
Subscribe and submersibe.
I feel like they should subscribe because we're going to be watching Ratatouille very soon.
Rat patootie.
Yes, Cook Rat, my favorite movie.
Ratatouille, but they just cook the rat.
That's the dish at the end.
We are the anti-villain league.
Tea.
Or even steal the moon.
Yes.
Guys, if you didn't know, that's actually a reference to the last movie where he stole the moon.
This is a reference to the fact that it's actually the same exact thing.
If you want to title the video, we watched Despicable Me 2 for the lore. I have to explain all the lore.
It's not a reference. It's just still that.
You know that in Despicable Me 2, they called it Despicable Me 2 because it is the second Despicable Me 2 movie.
No way!
Because it's the second Despicable Me.
It's the second Despicable Me 2.
That means there's another Despicable Me 2 out there somewhere yet to be discovered.
We gotta find it. Guys, leave a comment. Where can we find the other Despicable Me 2 movie?
You have to help us find it. It's been lost to history.
Excuse me, Lisa.
Those slides never curved like that. They always just went straight down and your thighs like peeled off the whole way.
Yeah, it was like an 86-degree angle and made of steel.
Like 7,000 degrees in the summer and you like ripped your skin off.
Yeah, you got like 4th-degree burns.
Which slides are you talking about? Because those are heels.
What?
We're talking about the slide.
The playground slide.
Oh, I was like thinking about shoes.
The giant playground thing.
I was looking at her shoes. I was like, those are just like weird heels, not slides. What are you talking about?
Stop thinking about shoes.
Gru touched Lisa. Ew. Lisa's got Grudies.
Grudies.
That's amazing. Give someone the Grudies in the comments right now. Comment Grudies and they'll have it.
Uh-oh, you just got Grudy.
Tag your friends to totally Grudy them.
Oh my god, you just got Grudy.
Well, just put it in the blender.
You know how I feel about this, Bob, darn you.
Hello.
Minion abduction.
Did you know that minions from this movie are shaped exactly like the minions from the last movie?
Yeah, except for Otto.
No, that's a future movie.
Which is set in the past.
But it's a prequel, so it hasn't come out yet.
Where did Otto go between the events of Minions and the events of Despicable Me?
He popped.
Oh, okay. Is that how Minions die? They just explode? They become of age and then they just...
Once they eat enough food, they just pop at the end of their life.
It's for his own good. Okay, we need to choose a picture.
Good morning, girls. I have an announcement to make.
Hey, what celebrity do you look like?
I wonder if Gru gets to put Lord or Lady in his dating profile they're making for him.
Does he own 1 square foot of land in Scotland?
Humpty Dumpty. Ooh, Gollum.
Also, Lord of the Rings exists in this universe, too.
It's true.
Wow, I can't wait to be bored in Despicable Me and real life.
Do you want a 45-second uninterrupted shot of a mountain followed by another 45-second uninterrupted shot of a mountain
followed by a 28-minute fight scene
followed by more shots of mountains?
No, not followed by, in conjunction with.
You're right.
Me and the boys showing up to the movies to watch Minions 2.
Me and the boys on an escalator going down the escalator and then walking off the escalator.
This is a reference to going down escalators at the mall.
Yeah, that's my favorite moment. I love going down an escalator. Dude, escalators are so cool. Why don't we talk about escalators more?
This is a reference to the fact that malls usually have escalators in them and people use those to go down or up in a mall, therefore making a reference to escalators in real life.
I want to see the minions go into a Spencer's Gifts.
And don't go nuts with the sprinkles.
I have never been more convinced of something being a plant.
That is a plant, if I've ever seen one. I don't know about you. The plant of all time.
Technically, I think that's a real plant on top of his head, so you're not wrong.
I'm telling you, man, in my experience in seeing plants, that's definitely a plant.
Oh, this is a great video so far.
Earth to Dave.
Dave. We love Dave in this house. This one specifically, the one I'm in, not yours. I mean,
in your house only.
200 of your best cupcakes, decorated with the Mexican flag. It looks something like this.
No! Why does his chest hair like stop at random places?
If anybody Everybody in this place is the PX-41.
You can see him on the escalator.
Whoa, Bren, really?
Oh my God, guys. Did you know that El Macho's on the escalator because they zoom into him to see him? I love this chicken. This chicken is my favorite character in the entire movie.
He's so angry at everything.
Aha! What?
Secret salsa recipe.
That's not even a recipe. That is just salsa.
I was going to say, just like Hoodwinked, that's not a recipe. That's just the thing that it is.
According to these movies, you can analyze it like DNA.
You can actually deconstruct it. It's kind of like how if you unbake a cake, you get the ingredients back.
So I used to ask my dad when he would stir his coffee that if he stirred it the other way, would it unmix it? Yeah, all the sugar just like...
Come, sit. Let me get you something.
Oh, look at you.
This chicken's about to just go...
It sounds like you're opening a door.
Dog. I like that dog.
Shut up!
That is a dog.
No, that's a cat.
My bad.
That's not a dog. That's a cat.
Getting a lot of chicken vibes from this cat.
Chicken, 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 chicken.
Whopper, 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 whopper.
Whopper, 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 whopper.
Hadn't we eliminated him as a suspect after the whole salsa incident?
Yes.
Illumination doesn't know how to do necks, so when they have a skinny character, they give them a scarf or like a big jacket, and when they have a fat character, they give them the biggest neck in the world. And there's no in between. Like, they don't know how to make a neck look normal. And then minions just are neck.
Hey there.
Hey.
So, we got him.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, why did that yay sound auto-tuned?
Yay.
Already been working on my accent.
Wallaby, didgeridoo, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
The laser accuracy he would have to have.
He now feels like a room with a roof, guys. This is crazy.
Oh my God.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Nice.
Can you imagine if that broke?
Bren, the vital flaw with this hat is that those get soggy over time. And then eventually it's just gonna like...
Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna break.
Yeah, if you've ever had a taco salad before, you know the problem with this. Fortnite.
Fortnut.
Fartnut.
Fork knife.
Hang glide.
You know, they show in the other movies that they're already like indestructible anyway.
Well, yeah, but now they actually want to kill people.
Where did that come from?
This is the app that we reference in like every 42 movie reviews.
Oh, yeah.
The one where like a police car explodes and crashes on the screen.
We can do it together.
Together? Woohoo! Yes, of course, yes. I just have a lot going on right now.
I kind of love that as a bit. Yeah, sorry, before your evil plan, like, I have some stuff going on.
The motorcycle.
Oh my God, that is the Spy Kids 3 motorcycle. That is literally the grandpa stealing motorcycle.
Yeah, definitely watch that video if you haven't already.
Somehow, if you're here and you don't know about our most viewed video with like 3.5 million views.
Hurry! What's the matter?
Is she playing ping pong?
With nunchucks.
That's kind of sick, though.
She's been training.
That would take some serious precision. Can you imagine a paddles on one end of the chain and just the handles on the other? And
What's happening to my minions? Gru?
Take care of the rest of the minions. I'm going to find Lucy.
Dialogue. What's happening to my minions? Gru.
Oh, no. No, just oh no.
And I send that rocket straight into the same volcano where I faked my death. Only this time, it's for real.
So wait. This time you're just gonna die?
No, he's gonna send Lucy into the volcano and kill her.
Okay, because the way he worded it sounded like he's like, I faked my death, except this time it's real.
I'm actually kind of freaking out up here.
I love this movie trope of just strapping rockets to each other with no purpose. There's just like 50 of them just like all there at the same time.
Yeah, so it extra explodes.
Is there a red one? It's usually the red one. Anytime now.
If I was making a bomb, I'd do the goofy thing, you know, in this hypothetical scenario. I'd do the goofy little guy thing and make all the wires black so nobody would know how to
That's wacky, dude. That's pretty silly. That's pretty silly, my guy.
Yeah, that's pretty wacky. That's pretty goofy. This was not premeditated.
Oh, this little clip became a meme on TikTok as like a sound for some reason.
Because it's dumb.
They're getting married, like from Spy Kids 1 when they got married.
I'm glad they collectively know 6 people.
Why are you wearing like Native American headdress?
Oh, why are you a cop? They dress like Legos. Like they're just wearing stuff.
Okay, so the movie might be over, but at the end, there's like an Easter egg where the minions cut open the credits.
Oh, wait. Is Samuel L. Jackson gonna say you're part of a bigger minion than you could possibly imagine?
I can't wait for the Minions movie, which you can watch.
As you guys can see by the violently dark circles under my eyes, I really enjoyed this.
I actually think this movie's fine.
It's fine, but the last third was boring. It's there.
Yeah, Illumination has a bit of a track record for not knowing how to wrap up their movies.
They're like, and then they danced.
Yeah, we're gonna dance and that's gonna be the end of the video.
Yeah.
Yo, have a day. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Despicable 3.
We've already done like 4 of these, so we don't need an intro. You're here.
There's only 3 Despicable Me movies, Jude. How could we do 4?
Minions count.
All right, let's check it out.
No, let's get into this.
Heist music! Here it comes!
Dude, I'd rob so many banks to that song. That song slaps.
No, I need Even Flow to be playing on a full blast while I blast through the bank vault in a T-pose.
Average Ohio when they win Ohio. Love those jokes.
No, this is the Ohio River. It's way too blue.
I feel like they painted the Ohio River brown just to make it fit better. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, it's that song by Weird Al.
They have laser guns. Who are these people?
It's the AVL.
It's a private army.
We're already here. Agents Grussy are closing fast.
Grussy?
Agent Grussy.
Yeah, but it's not 2 S's.
Grussy. No, Grussy.
It's a C.
You can gaslight me as much as you want. It is Grussy, and I have made my mind.
Gru and Lucy mushed together. Try it.
I like it, but not a lot.
Me neither. Kind of like this movie and this franchise. Oh my god, crystals! The crystals are gonna heal us!
The Chaos Emeralds.
Guys, our moon phases don't align, so we can't be a YouTube channel anymore. We're just not compatible.
Oh my god, a Roblox cube.
A Roblox cube? Despicable
3. Oh my god, that's like the Modern Warfare 3 logo where it says World War 3, except this time it says me and then it says M3.
Yeah, it's like a gun.
Yeah, I like guns.
You know what? He's not even worth talking about.
Blah. This is the stupidest
Oh
thing
my
ever.
god.
It's a single love scene going all the way up to a blimp.
This is how you get to the ISS, actually.
Yeah, they just send you up on a couch.
You're like 80,000 feet in the air on a couch, just waiting.
Your new leader is coming directly from head office. Miss Valerie Da Vinci.
Nose. I used the small nose filter on Face app and it didn't change my nose at all. I got like a little offended at the app over that one.
Which one of you losers is Agent Gru?
Oh, that would be me.
Why are they the only ones there wearing not a suit?
Because they're the main characters, Jude. They're the protagonists.
The rest of them were bought off of the Epic Games like asset store.
See, everybody else is NPCs. They're the main characters.
This close to bringing him in. This close.
Huh. Interesting.
Is this gonna be one of those, he gets fired from the AVL and has to prove himself?
Yeah, he can't work for the same people for more than like 2 seconds.
You're fired!
Yep, okay, there we go.
It's totally not fair. Gru is a great agent.
It's totally unfair, guys. Oh!
If you fire him, you're gonna have to fire me. And do you really want to do that?
Just gonna say yep, and then they're gonna throw him out. Yep, okay. It's just like CIA documents that just flew out into someone's house.
The gummy bears were my idea.
That looks sick. I want to try that. That looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks very sick, as in it's gonna make everyone sick ever.
That looks sick, as in someone threw up in a bowl and called it soup.
No, it looks like you melted down a bunch of like nerds ropes and gummy bears into one thing.
Luca! Bueno?
It's the meme. It's the CapCut template.
Yeah.
I saw so many of these.
Dude, they're always like the most niche things ever, too. It's like, I've never told anybody about these things. How does it know?
I saw one for reverb VSTs because sure.
I saw one for like anxiety medication.
Yes, I did too. I saw all of that crap and like nothing else. Paris, France. I wish movies would avoid going to Paris whenever they need to go to Europe. Like, just pick anywhere but France.
London.
I want to see a movie in Amsterdam.
I want to see a movie in freaking Luxembourg because no one cares about it.
It's like whenever they go to New York, they have to end up in Central Park.
Poland.
Take me to Croatia, homie. Like, I want that.
Poland.
We have Poland movies. They're not happy movies, but we do have movies about Poland.
It's the mayor!
To what do we owe the presence of the world's foremost gem expert?
I know.
Wow, they saw that like Marvel movies used like 70s and 80s music in a couple movies and they were like, yep, let's make a whole movie around it.
This is probably the slowest Despicable Me movie I've ever seen. It's been like an hour, but it's been like 20 minutes.
On a bomb.
God, I wish I could sit on a bomb.
That is a missile. That is not a bomb. That is a missile. You know why? Because the missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it isn't from where it is, or where it is from where it isn't, whichever is greater, it obtains a difference or deviation.
Have you ever seen those pictures of like bombs they drop out of airplanes that look like that?
It's got an afterburner on the back of it. It's a missile.
Is that an after? Do we know that?
It looks exactly like an afterburner on a missile.
Some of them do have propulsion.
Yeah, if they're self-guided.
Yeah, self-guided missiles.
It explodes. It's a bomb.
Gray balls with little fuses on top that they throw out of airplanes.
That would be awesome.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Wow, those minions are wet.
Those are some wet minions.
Hey, girls! How are things in row B, huh?
Hey, look, it's that song from the first movie.
This movie has absolutely 0% of the magic the first movie had.
You're right.
First movie just had a vibe about it, and this one just doesn't.
I actually don't think this is a bad movie. I think it's better than the second one, but
that's not a very high bar.
I think the second one at least is memorable, even if it was bad. Like I at least appreciate purple minions, the dude with the massive sombrero, basically that was the villain or whatever.
The chicken.
Like there was some fun things in that movie. This movie's like mullet.
I think this movie is a bit more cohesive.
I'm just not invested in it.
This has the wow factor of a National Geographic documentary.
Okay, so the technology of VTOLs exists, so you could have tried that and not done that?
No, look at them pigs.
That parachute probably would have just been like on fire or ripped to shreds.
Look at them pigs.
Little Jeffries, love them.
Drew!
Oh, it's the villain from Skyfall, if you've seen that. Literally the villain from Skyfall. He's like just as weird and just as rich and just as annoying. I can't wait for this guy to turn out to be supporting the main villain of the movie somehow, and he's gonna turn out to be terrible after they think he's cool for like 45 minutes. It's gonna be so original.
I'll spoil the movie a little bit and say that they actually didn't do that, and I was kind of surprised.
Really, because this has the exact cadence of a movie that would do that.
They're setting it up to make you think he's bad, but he's just kind of lame.
Oh,
yeah, he just kind of sucks.
Wow, so this feels really necessary then altogether.
Why is that house so thin?
I love the roof with like the billion unaligned windows on it.
It looks like something I'd make in The Sims.
I want to see one of those like stress simulator diagrams of the buildings from this movie and see how they're just like
every single one of those pillars would just be red.
Go!
Something about a cheese grater slide is just, What if you fell off? What if you fell off the cheese? You would turn into cheese.
Or literally any county fair where they like hold it together with like popsicle sticks and tape and they're like, yeah, this is safe. Kill 5 people a month with these things or something stupid.
How about we steal the largest diamond in the world?
His mouth was like, I want a really tall chair for my set.
I hate tall chairs.
I want it to scrape against the ceiling.
That thing's like a 13-foot tall chair.
I want it to scrape against the ceiling every time I like move it around.
Fritz, my good fellow, could you get me another napkin, please?
How?
It's like a speed eater.
What? Where did you see Gru in any of that?
In the bubbles.
Where?
See? Look, it's like his eye and a mouth and then the nose. It's a side profile of his face.
They're so shiny.
It's because they're wet.
Dude, you could like throw those things at like the shower wall and they would just like a really slick just slap.
Hello, my schmoopsy poo. Whoa.
Schmoopsy poo. Never call a partner anything with the word poo in it, please.
I want to be defecation.
Yo, guys, hit that like button so you can join the defecation nation.
Defecation squad.
Ew. It's not the notification squad anymore. It's the defecation squad. We just all poop at the same time. As soon as you see your notification for an MWS video, go to the bathroom. We all need to be pooping at the same time while we watch this.
Yeah, make sure you hit like to become a poop patriot.
If you're pooping right now while watching this video, I can see you. You don't use wet wipes, you monster. I hope you like being a swamp.
Come on!
That is such a terrible idea. You're just going to blow up part of your own building.
Yeah, it's fine as long as we stop people.
No!
Maybe the building is missile proof.
You'd be better off letting them get inside and then shooting them in the head with a gun. Like
that's not as crazy and wacky.
I love crazy and wacky.
Freeze, dipsticks!
Dipsticks. I haven't heard that since like 2001. See, I don't like that. I have a thing about dolls. I think dolls are creepy. So when an army of like toy dolls just comes to life,
What have you accomplished that was so great? I'll tell you what. Nothing.
Okay, Gru is kind of like awful in this part of the movie. Like he kind of sucks.
You could say that he's being quite despicable right now. For the third time, apparently.
Wow.
This is the third time he's ever been despicable.
Yes.
Even though in like the second movie, he wasn't doing anything wrong.
Well, he was still despicable because it's Despicable Me.
Yeah, but this feels like out of character for him to just be like ruthlessly personally mean to people he's close with.
Yeah, he has known him for like 2 days.
Yeah, but like still. He was the one that was out of line to begin with.
Is that one wearing a pan with like a mop inside of it?
Yes, he is.
What did you need that many toilets for?
Seats.
Yeah, yet half of them are, sorry, 90% of them are in a bag piled on top of each other. It's only the good minions that get a toilet.
Yeah, you see the top half is first class and the bottom is coach. That's about how it feels.
Hot air balloon, but we introduced classes.
I'm gonna be real. First class is like still a small chair. Like it doesn't really get much better.
At least you don't have someone's elbow in your mouth.
Maybe they'll hand me another wet, warm towel again or whatever they did last time. Like, here's this. And I was like, what do I do with this? And they're like, towel. I was like, what do I do with it?
Feel it. Look at it. It's warm and it's a towel and it's just for you.
Literally just to be a towel. That is literally what it's for.
It's in case you start crying on your way home.
They just give you a towel and hand you peanuts before everyone else. Woo! Such worth the like $300 upcharge or whatever. Like, no.
Listen, brother, what about what I said?
Are they just, that's just not pressurized. It's just open. It would just sound like...
The more of these we've seen, the more like a superhero movie they've become. No! Wow!
And they just cut it off really badly.
That was... I thought you just skipped. Like, that was bad.
We're back at work in the morning.
Wait. Are they cool now? Why? Why are the brothers cool now?
Because they forgave each other when they were like fighting back against...
Emotional spike. I want to emotionally put a spike in my head.
What?
Hey, guys!
This is going to be a funny, goofy prank.
They're getting up to some goofy stuff.
Yeah, they're grabbing like war axes and torches and missiles. They're like, yeah, some wacky stuff.
How is it going up when the thrusters are like facing backwards?
Don't worry about it.
Gonna go deliver ice cream or something. Oh, no, he is a villain. Okay.
So is the next one gonna follow Drew?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, really?
I give this movie 4 minion butts out of 8.
Hey, 50%, that's not bad. It was a lot slower than the other ones and a lot more corny and like not in a good way.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Despicable Me
4.
I forgot that this came out.
I watched this day dot in the movie theater the day it came out. I think it might be the worst in the Despicable Me saga movies.
Is this the Cars 2 of the Minion verse?
Cars 2 has a plot.
Cars 2 makes me want to plot to die.
When I was little, I thought every mountain looked like that. I went over a mountain in Tennessee as a kid, and my dad was like, we're on a mountain. I was like, oh my God!
Oh my God, it's a freaking mountain, guys!
I thought I was gonna like
What is that? Or the
Minion.
That's the Minion car.
Why didn't they just ride in that car?
No.
Because they wanted to drive their own. It's just a little ride-on.
Class of 85. Does that mean Gru was canonically born
Yes, he was canonically born.
in 1967?
That's kind of matches up with the timeline of Rise of
Yeah, it
Gru.
does.
Look up how old Gru.
How old is Gru from Despicable Minions?
Gru appears to be in his mid to late 40s, most likely born in 1965.
So he's like 60.
So it's a little broken. As usual, Illumination is retconning the crap out of their stuff. Jello.
That was so weird.
They were hated on for a good little while there, but they're low-key the best part of all these movies.
Bruiser the loser! Well, if it isn't Maxime Lamar.
Are you telling me that his villain name is Maxime the Bad?
Some of you laughed at my childhood obsession with cockroaches.
Yeah, that's gross.
Are we about to do the
Is
thing?
his coat full of bugs? Is he like Oogie Boogie?
Harnessing the strength of a cockroach to survive nuclear bombs or whatever. I feel like I've seen this in like 80 different things.
Behold the power of the cockroach!
He's a mutant.
I'd say you're under arrest.
So arresting him in a room full of all people who probably don't want him arrested might be kind of a weird play.
He has backup.
Yeah, AVL backup, but what about all the villains in the theater right now that aren't trying to beat up the AVL?
They're just kind of watching.
He broke out and then he got tased. 4 tasers at once is a lot.
Well, he's a cockroach.
I will exterminate you!
Get it? Because he's a bug?
No, I think that's all of us. Yeah. You know what? I keep forgetting. This guy.
They had another one. This is what was hyped up in all the trailers.
Are you telling me that Gru,
60-year-old man, procreated?
Let's play a game. Do you think the baby is going to matter at all?
No, not until the very end where the baby takes out the villain and they're like, good job, baby. Like every movie that has a baby.
They're gonna Incredibles it, where it just has abilities.
Like Spy Kids 4 and The Incredibles. And
I want the baby to spontaneously turn into an adult baby and look just like Gru randomly
Why?
partway through the movie.
Why?
I hate everything about what you just said.
By the way, Jude, I don't know if you remember because it's been a minute, but you predicted that he'd have a baby called Gru Jr.
Where Gru's son, Gru Jr., Grunior, if you will.
What? People were crazy about this movie when it dropped. The day it was in theaters, someone was on our Reddit saying Despicable Me 4, please.
Oh my God.
He can't get out of there. It's a maximum security prison.
Yes, well, he escaped yesterday.
He got out of prison.
Does he still have like the 16 million square foot laboratory under his
I would
house that he
assume
can
he
hide
didn't
in?
just like fill it in.
I know, but I feel like we haven't seen that in a while. I guess it has been 14
I hope
years.
we see Vector again.
You might. Who knows?
Oh, look, it's the bigger car than the other car. I love this, though. Minion Party Bus.
Minion Party Bus. That's amazing.
How many minions have died? Because I thought he had like thousands.
Minions are invincible. It's just they vary in number, like Polar Express train cars.
Yeah, every once in a while, they experience mitosis.
In the first movie, he had
Like
literally
thousands.
tens of thousands of these goobers, and there's just like a couple hundred.
It's however many needs to be around.
The safe house has been used to protect our agents for decades now. Your new home.
Oh no, a decently sized, modest house. You wouldn't make it in the asylum I was raised in.
Why is that just the girl from the Lorax?
That girl is like one of the best parts of this movie until she isn't.
Oh, good.
This movie makes me mad.
Ooh, the filing cabinet locker house. I love this place.
It has a vending machine.
This is a school. Where are we?
This is an office building.
I don't make people awkward or uncomfortable. I'm very comforting.
I don't get this whole point because Gru could command a room previously.
Yeah.
Why is he awkward now?
Old.
He's old and he has babies, so now awkward?
He's had kids since the first movie in one way or another.
I know. I'm
Though
not really
arguably
sure.
the minions are his firstborn.
Gru gave birth to the minions.
Gru has like 19 trillion kids between all of the minions.
Somebody
and the kids.
draw Mpreg
Please
art
do
of
not
Gru
ever do that.
giving birth to a
No.
minion.
Stop.
Do
That probably exists.
It probably
let's be
does.
fair.
We should Google it.
No.
Okay. Man, I'm really excited to see how this connects into the main story of the movie.
It doesn't at all.
Yo, minion feet. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, why?
Neat.
They have 3 toes.
That I'm not surprised by. I would be more surprised if they had 5 human toes with hair on the knuckles and everything.
Hey, somebody,
That would be hot.
Actually, you don't need to draw this because it's already definitely been drawn. Hey, Google, show me minion feet pics.
No. Google. No.
Hey, Google,
No.
show me minion.
No.
Hey, Google, show me minion feet pics.
No.
Google,
No.
show me
No.
the minion feet pics.
But we aren't supposed to lie.
Don't think of it as lying. Think of it as high stakes pretending.
I want that apron.
Are we back on jeans?
Yeah,
Guys.
the apron.
And that's on jeans.
Guys, if you like jeans, buy our new jeans.
Well, no, we're not selling jeans. We sell a shirt that looks like it's jeans.
buy the jert.
The jert is unironically a good product,
It is.
and not enough people know about it. It's embroidered. It looks like denim. It's really comfortable.
It actually is super comfy.
Yeah.
Ooh, clasos.
Hey, why was there a banana in that X-ray?
Because he had eaten banana.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
A whole banana?
Yeah, with the peel.
It's a minion.
You're a minion!
They eat bananas with peel.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing ever.
And then they have bones, and that's it.
Yeah, hey, we have finally got an answer to if minions have bones. They do. They have skeletons.
One of the issues that I foresee is that they do not have shoulders. Those arms are just disconnected from the rest of their body.
That's how they can stretch so far.
Yeah, that is potentially where the flexibility comes from, is that they're all cartilage.
I think the anatomy of a minion exists outside of the fourth wall.
Will be the first to test our super serum.
Oh my god, are we gonna make super minions?
Yes.
Oh my god, no way. Are they gonna be buff? I want to see like big arm.
It's absolutely jacked.
Yeah! Buff minions are so cool. Oh, I was hoping they were all buff.
No, they all got
It's
different
the
ones.
X-Minions.
Woo.
The thing. Okay, this is just X-Men. Got
It's
it.
Fantastic
Or
Four.
Fantastic
Get it right!
5. Is that one just a missile? Because that's amazing.
Now,
Why do the ceiling lights have to look so realistic in this movie? I hate.
Look at the foam pieces.
Yeah, I hate these movies. Everything looks real except the people.
I don't hate the illumination style. I think this movie is shot poorly though. Like it's way too close.
Yeah.
After I watched this, I got on Discord call and watched Rise of Gru with one of my friends. Rise of Gru is so much better in every single way.
Yes.
Like the way it looks, the actual story and the plot, animation, everything about like the last movie that they made was so infinitely better. I'm curious as to what happened in the production of this movie.
Yes, color, because that's what you start with.
No training on how to do your undercover job. It looks like hair bleach. What are you talking about?
It makes me uncomfortable. It's like I'm watching an ASMR video.
Shout out Skrillex.
I love that the fire truck was right there.
My latest creation.
Oh, hey, we're back to the cockroach person. Feels like a bunch of bits that they strung together loosely and then turned it into a movie.
Yeah. This has just been joke scene after joke scene after joke scene.
There's no overarching goal. Their goal right now is stay undercover. There's no journey to that. It's just like, all right, I guess we're gonna be undercover, guys.
This feels like a TV show right now.
Yeah, it's not like a twist of stay undercover, but please get intel from these people who don't know who you are.
It doesn't even feel like The Incredibles where like when they step out of line, it's like, oh crap, the whole family is getting uprooted again and it's really tough for them. It's like, oh, okay, they're just going here now.
Hello, Gru.
Hello. Hey, Gru. What does that even mean?
What do you think is going to be her deal throughout the rest of the movie?
Is this going to be the I blackmailed you by knowing who you are? Let me help you fight crime now. Is that what's about to happen?
Part of it.
Oh my God, no. Wasn't that in Megamind 2? Like that weird kid that did that?
Yeah. It's better than Megamind 2, but like
infinitely.
Everything is better than whatever that movie was.
Why is that mug a rectangle? I hate it.
I kind of want one.
My dad has square bowls and plates and
we've had
everything, and
I have
those
square bowls.
are the worst.
Really? Why? Why do you hate
No, they're not awful.
You can eat soup out of them just fine. I mean, you're using a spoon anyway.
I had cereal with them, and I'd always like put them in the corner and drink all the rest of the milk from the corner. And it
Yeah,
was
so you're
great.
saying that the
It was
square
like-
bowls are better than the circle bowls.
Yeah, that is my point.
Even though you started out by saying they were the worst thing
hey,
ever.
listen,
Wow,
I
Brendan.
change up my.
Brendan switched instantly.
That's what I do.
Thank you.
Oh, see, they're all different now, so they're not gonna be liked by the rest of the minions, and you're gonna not fit in, be all sad.
That'd be interesting, but no one cares.
Okay.
Like about the Mega Minions in the movie. Guys, the big villain of the movie has to stop for gas and it uses relatable credit card in the relatable credit card machine when he gets gas, you know, because he's a super villain and this is what we're spending time on.
Why is that man just a stick? He has a chin that just like...
It starts and ends there.
What?
He has a gun that turns people into cockroaches also.
Oh my god, we're gonna shoot gas off the Empire State Building and turn New York into lizards.
So when he's a cockroach, bad. When the villain's cockroach, good.
Ah, yeah, somehow. I don't know how that works at all.
God, I love this movie.
How's he gonna give you 900 on the pump if he's freaking mindless and a cockroach now?
Why doesn't he just drive away? The gas is already in the tank and he's a villain.
Is it though? I thought he couldn't get it to pump because the card wouldn't go through.
I don't know. Go to the villain gas station for villains.
That probably exists. And it says villain gas station
Yeah,
on
just
it,
like the Bank of Evil. And guys, we have an idea for like minion superheroes, but like, I don't know. I don't think it can be a whole movie. Can we like put it in Despicable Me 4?
Here's the thing though, is that like they almost did minion superheroes in the other Minions movies and like...
Yeah, Despicable Me 2 especially when they went purple.
This isn't like far-fetched. There's already supervillains. They could have made this sort of the whole crux of the movie or at least another Minions movie.
Yeah.
But now they're just there.
So they couldn't decide which movie they wanted to make, so they made all of them and spliced them together.
This is the funniest, most interesting part of the movie so far is them.
Despicable Me 4 simultaneous A plots, 4 simultaneous B plots, and 4 simultaneous C plots. No D plots.
Come on, let's go.
No, it's time for the heist, which this heist is legitimately kind of funny when it happens. Some of these scenes are like good in isolation, but it's not a real movie.
Baby heist. Oh yeah, this is that scene where we have to hide from the random mundane person walking into the room. Oh no, we dropped the thing. A go-go squeeze took out the honey badger.
He likes the apple juice or whatever's in there.
Freaking like
not apple juice,
chemicals and microplastics and then apple juice, but yeah.
Yeah, let's figure out another way to make plastic waste. Introducing go-go squeeze. Invent any other way to deliver what's in that bag, please.
I get it for kids because they just don't know how to use a bottle, but also just like what's in them is terrible.
Make a reusable bottle with a thicker end to it, similar to the type of end that would be on a go-go.
You know, I think you and I might be looking for the same person, and I know exactly where he is.
We got it, Valentina.
Honestly, I was kind of surprised that they had anything to do with each other. I thought this wasn't gonna further the plot at all. Oh, good, we're playing tennis now.
What the?
That's the first time anyone's reacted weirdly to the Minions in like a lot of movies. It's the first time anyone's been like, what is that? Okay, that was funny. Just the Minion dying behind the closed door is amazing.
Sounded like a gunshot.
That part,
perfect. No notes.
All the way
800 watts is not high, but this?
10 seconds and then... This is the one good scene in all the scenes we've been scrolling by on TikTok. Wait, new theory. This movie was made to be split into different parts and uploaded separately on TikTok on those movie accounts.
That would make so
that
much
no matter
sense.
which clip you see, it makes complete sense no matter what.
No.
And then you go watch the full movie in clips and it still makes sense as clips.
I hate that makes
Hey,
sense.
this is my conspiracy theory about why Despicable Me 4 sucks.
I do love the Minions working in an office. That is kind of amazing.
Gru's been compromised. Assemble the Mega Minions.
They could have made an entire movie about that too.
This was Minions 3.
Principal Lupuslet.
I know you took my Lenny.
I like how they were like, hey, we know where he is. And he was like, ha, 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 ha. And then she showed up, not him. Why? Why is she
Where
there?
is Cockroach Guy? He's been gone.
Where?
She just wants her honey badger.
They took him away
Fair,
from
but
us.
like, just send the younger, more annoying guy to do it, who's already gonna be there.
Hey, I know you want to kill Gru, but can you also get my badger back?
That's fair.
That would have been funnier.
I'll tell you where Gru is if you get my badger back.
Here's his location. I have him on Find Friends.
Find my Gru.
Oh! This feels like the dead middle of the movie. Oh, they're gonna take the baby that I don't care about. Okay, she's dead. Holy crap. Electrocuted. Rammed into a wall. Very quickly while spinning.
It's like a hoverboard when it like freaks out.
We got him!
What if the baby was taken about an hour ago in the plot?
They kind of already did that with Rise of Gru when they took Gru away from the minions, but like...
No, this is like, oh, Gru's got to get his kid back and there's some urgency and it's kind of sad. And then have some funny scenes with the baby and the villain, I guess, instead of just the villain standing there being the villain for half of the movie.
This could have been done at any location, but they were like, we need to put it at a construction site.
Skyscraper.
A construction site's a good setting if there's like a sense of place, but there isn't right now.
Dad.
This hypnotism transformation mutant thing, that was barely explained. It can be broken. Cool.
So this other guy could be cured too? Or is he forever a roach? Are we all forever roaches? You can fly!
He got wiped out.
Yeah, he's like, Ew, ew!
Nice try.
I love that he's just eating coins.
He's eating coins. He's a gambler, and he's big for us.
We love gambling here at My Core Society.
Gambling, cigarettes, and zins.
Eat school, stay on drugs, don't do vegetables.
Gamble.
It's Nefario!
Oh, he's alive?
So at the end of the movie here, they're throwing in some stuff to piss you off. Be like, hey, guys, remember this?
Nothing will ever replace my memory of the car scene from the first movie playing in our Dodge Caravan and scaring my mom while we were driving because she thought somebody was about to hit her with a truck. It was awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah. AVL. Hey, look, it's even bigger and more AVL-ish. Did you know it's called AVL because it sounds like evil? AVL.
No, it stands for Anti-Villain League.
AVL. I can't wait for them in the next movie to make the AVL evil. They're like, we were the real villains all along.
See, we were evil, but now we're evil.
Yeah, EVL.
The extra villain league. The extremely villainous league. Yeah. Every villain is lemons.
That would be on brand for this movie, and it would be fine and funny.
Silas was the real mastermind behind all these. He's like, yes, I'm actually evil.
Do you mean having some kind of plot to happen in this movie? That could,
yeah, but then it would be stupid and they ruin it.
What is going to be the next sub-franchise in the Despicable Me universe?
Cockroaches.
No.
Just the little ones.
Wait, what about the AVL miniseries on Netflix?
That's awful.
Where they go in and look at the inner workings of the AVL, and occasionally one member from the original like actual series will come in for a little cameo. It'll be like the Sarah Jane Adventures all over again.
Or S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which isn't even canon, but it is. There's like important plot points in the old movies that were tied to that stupid show.
That show is made on a budget of $2.
Scrounge together spare change from their couch. You're like, yeah, we can work with this.
I could out-sing you any day of the week. Oh, I'd like to see that. Anytime.
Why are we setting up him for anything in the future? Oh no, it's because the dance party at the end. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay.
The dance party with cameos.
Everybody wants to move out.
Here's a nostalgic song that most people like.
There's El Macho and Vector and Billy. They're all just right there.
What if we brought Vector back?
No. Why is he flossing?
And you're also dancing in a different place.
No, see, the next series is going to be those girls at the school there. It's going to be the School of Villainy mini-series.
Oh no, you're right. The freaking School of Villainy, and it's it's gonna be like kids learning how to be villains.
Yep, that's gonna be the next series. I'm calling it right now.
I hate that you're right.
Is that Fred?
Yeah.
Your dog has been leaving little bombs all over my yard, and I don't appreciate it.
Hey, Fred made it. Fred made it. So it's time for
the Despicable Me tier list.
Perfect time. That was the perfect time for the air horn, and you missed it.
You missed it.
That was the perfect time.
Everyone got to do it again. All right. It's time for the Despicable Me tier list.
Yay. All of those sounds could have been added in post or something, but yeah.
Let's start from the bottom, which is Despicable Me 4. Do we agree on that? Let's go bottom to top. Despicable Me 4 is F.
Yes.
Terrible movie. It sucked.
It suck.
What do we think is the next worst one? I'm thinking 3.
3 at D tier, probably. I would also say 2 is a D tier. I think it's about as good as 3.
No way. I think 2 should go in like B.
Really?
Yeah.
I like 2. The chicken saves that movie.
Despicable Me 1, is that A or S?
I'm gonna say that's S because
Yeah.
I quote that movie regularly.
Plus, Vector is just S tier villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm feeling more A, but especially with Vector in the mix, put it back up. Minions 1.
C.
C?
It's a solid C.
I don't know. I feel like it's B. I think it's at least as good as Despicable Me 2.
If Minions 1 goes in B, I think 2 should go in C. I think it's better than 2.
Rise of Gru is S.
Yes.
It's really good.
Absolutely. I love Rise of Gru.
The definitive list until they make another movie or a TV show. We have an entire playlist full of Illumination stuff. If you want to see more nuanced opinions than just what's on the tier list,
Have a day.